Hello everyone, this is Crystal with Rolling Out, and this is Reality Check, and I'm at one of my absolute favorite places to come, Dr. Curve's office. We're here for National Women's Month to talk about women, with who better than the Peach Maestro himself. You are known for making women look even more beautiful than they already look, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because we know most of your patients are women, and most of your staff is women here, what is your absolute favorite thing about the women that you work with?
My favorite thing about the women that I work with is their loyalty. So, you know, they understand me, they understand our patients, they can relate to our patients, they can relate to me because of some of them are married. So it's just a really good work environment, and we're productive, and we're a team.
Right.
So it always feels like a team.
What about your patients? What is the thing about your patients that makes you want to get up in the morning and continue to do this year after year after year?
The thing I like most about my profession and my patients is the reaction when, you know, like 6 months out from surgery,
Right.
when they come in and you can tell that they just have a whole different attitude.
Right.
They were already, you know, good as far as their career and everything, but just over time, because of kids and stuff, they weren't looking the way they wanted to look, and so now they have that confidence back, and that shows.
Right.
You know,
Right.
So that's what I like.
I like that. Now, I want to ask you, because I think that this will be difficult, because you create like almost the perfect body, right?
That's the plan.
Here, on your page, you have like, you take people from amazing to the perfect dimension. What do you, as a man, outside of what you do every day, what do you think is the most beautiful thing about a woman?
You know, I like their spirit. I like their unselfish love, especially for their kids. I mean, they spend a large part of their life taking care of someone different than themselves, and putting someone else first, or a group of people first if they have multiple kids.
Right. And or a husband.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I know my wife, you know, sometimes she says I'm one of the kids, you know, and I mean, they just do a lot, and a lot of times it's a thankless job.
Yeah.
And so that's what I love about women. That, you know, they don't even have to be asked to do it. It's just part of who they are.
Yeah. So is that one of the things that prompted you? Because I know you do Mommy Makeover, where you gifted one of your followers with a complete Mommy Makeover. Is that what made you want to do that?
It is. I mean, I wanted to give back to, you know, a lucky woman, or just to women in general, because they're sacrificing so much, including their body, and you know, some people can't afford it, and so I wanted to just do something special.
Yeah, nice. So you guys have a winner. Can you tell us a little bit about what went into that and why the winner was the ultimate winner?
You know, it was a very, very tough process, because there's so many qualified people that, you know, there's thousands of people that we had to go through, so it was very hard to pick.
Yeah.
But she had a really, really good personality. First, she met all the criteria.
Right.
That was, but then she had a really good personality on the phone, and I thought I could do a good job on her.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it was just really important that they met all those criteria. So, I thought, and it was just me, my marketing team also, we all kind of collaborated and selected someone.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing the finished product. You know, she's hasn't got quite started yet. We look forward to seeing that. I want to ask you now, what are some of the biggest misconceptions? Because you mentioned that she met all the criteria. So what are some of the biggest misconceptions about plastic surgery? Is everyone a candidate for, you know, getting a BBL or ab etching? I mean, or is there certain things that you look for in a patient that makes them a better candidate for a particular surgery?
So there's definitely some medical criteria that need to be met, as well as mental criteria.
Right.
You know, usually we want someone under a BMI of 35.
Okay.
But
that's their body mass.
Yeah, it has to do with their weight and their height. But BMI is not everything. I mean, and a lot of and you know, it depends. For BMI of 35, that's still a little bit heavier than we want for a BBL. You know, they have to have, if they have medical problems, they have to be controlled, and you know, they can't have any serious medical problems.
Okay.
So once they kind of meet all of those criteria, and for the mom makeover, they have to be mom. And they had to, meet all the procedures that
Yes,
we needed, we wanted to
specific
do.
things that happen to a woman's body
Yes.
in childbirth that we all know about.
Then we have to make sure that they're in good mental state.
Right.
And we also have to know why they're doing it. If they're doing it for somebody else,
Yeah.
we don't want that. So
I'm glad you said that because that's probably one of the biggest things I see people, the naysayers of plastic surgery, is that a lot of people think that people do it, they get addicted to it, and they're not doing it for the right reasons. How do you handle that if someone comes in and you don't really feel like or maybe they keep coming back?
yeah.
How do you handle that as a doctor?
So it depends on what they're coming back for. So sometimes people need multiple procedures because they have multiple things going on and I can't do it all at one time.
Okay.
And then sometimes they want different procedures, like they want. So that's fine.
Okay.
Also, sometimes people come back for touch-up, or they want a little bit more than I could do, the first time.
Right.
I'm okay with that. But some people, they want to substitute plastic surgery for diet and exercise. It's just stuff that they could do on their own. Or they want me to make them look like somebody else.
Right.
So we have to kind of screen through those people.
Yeah.
And eventually tell people, look, enough's enough, you're going to hurt yourself. Because, the blood supply, every time you go in there, the scar tissue is blood supply, and after a certain point, you really got to be okay with yourself.
Yeah. There were a lot of cases of women doing injections and stuff the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had to redo any of those or kind of reconstruct any of those gone wrong, or do you stay away from that?
So I have reconstructed some of, we're in Atlanta.
Right.
But
the
I
peach
do.
is king here. The peach is king.
So we have people, it just depends. I try to stay away from it because, there are risks and complications associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends on each individual person. I kind of, I have to look at the person and make a decision. But usually I'll let somebody else cut it out, and then I'll come back and
get rid of all the.
And I'll reconstruct it.
Right.
And a lot of times that takes more than one time.
I would think so, because there's a lot of what I've seen, a lot of times they have to cut it in there that the person is left with. It's not quite symmetrical.
It's not symmetrical at all. And there's a lot of scar tissue in there.
Yeah.
And so it just takes time to really perfect it. It depends on what they're looking for. I mean, if they're, you can go as far as you want.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you now, of course, it appears to me that one of the most popular procedures is the BBL.
Yes.
Is that still your most popular,
Yeah.
most requested?
Yeah, I'd say 90% of people want a BBL and some people want other things with the BBL. Although we're getting a lot of people that just want tummy tucks now too.
Okay. What exactly, you explain what happens clinically with the BBL? How is that procedure, what does that actual procedure go?
Like how do I do it?
Mm-hmm.
So basically we figure out what areas need to be liposuction and torso. Because for me, the butt is not just about the butt, it's about the back and the stomach and the sides. That's why I'm about curves. I'm not Dr. Butt, I'm Dr. Curves. Because I create curves. Right. So, and that's including breasts. So,
so all that has to be symmetrical?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And the legs too, but everything.
Because that was a big thing. For a long time we saw women that had the butt and then the thighs and there were no hips to hold up the butt. And that looks weird.
Yeah. And that a lot of times is people that have butt shots. Because the thing is, if you have fat, most people, they make enough fat to, if I put it in their butt, it's not going to look weird.
Okay.
And their legs usually go with the amount of weight that they had, when I was doing the butt. But if you have someone that's really skinny,
right,
and then you have all this silicone off the shelf that you can just put in, then you can just make it bigger and bigger. So then you get the disproportion.
Gotcha. Okay, outside of the BBL, tell us what the procedure is. So you take fat.
Okay, so I take fat from your lower back, your back brow rolls, your stomach. Okay. And then I inject it into your butt and your hips, And I inject in other places too.
Okay. Okay. Now also you have the ab etching, which looks really cool. It's very hard to get a six-pack these days. Yeah. But it looks like you can give us one. You can order one here, Dr.
Order a six-pack, but you have to be the right candidate.
Okay.
So, you can't need a tummy tuck and then get it done. Actually, you can't have a lot of fat right here. So that would be something that, you know, you might have to come back for and doing a second procedure. And that's what I meant. Sometimes people, they want.
So you get the tummy tuck and
Right.
then come back and have it etched out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the last time we talked to you, there was this dimple craze and people were getting dimples. Are you still doing a lot of that?
Yep.
Wow.
So we do dimploplasties.
So you can have a beautiful smile.
Hey, that's all a curve on. That's the facial curve.
It is a facial curve. I think that's one of my most favorite slogans is the most beautiful curve on a woman is her smile.
Absolutely.
And you definitely added to that.
We like to do things that are unique. That's why our practice is called Advanced Plastic Surgery Solutions, because we want to come up with advanced solutions to problems that people don't think they can get fixed.
Right. Like that. Thank you so much. Do you have any message to the women out there for National Women's Month?
Stay positive, stay true to yourself. Don't always hate, you know, on other people. Just be confident in yourself. I mean, I'm around so many positive women, and you guys are amazing, and you guys need to be celebrated.
I can't end it better than that. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Christal Jordan. This has been a reality check with the man himself, Dr. Kurz. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.